Down, 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 down. Yesterday felt like Friday, but today also feels like Friday. I kept on looking at different options as if it were Friday yesterday. So I'm looking, hey, I'm looking to phase out of, I don't know if phase is the right word, to stop using my Mary Kay products within a year. It probably will happen sooner, I don't know. So I'm just putting makeup on because I'm going to be out. And I'm hoping to stop at a couple Dollar Trees today to find, hopefully to look for some adult coloring books. I really, really am interested in finding that Thomas Kinkade one. It's called Posh or something like that. How are you doing, Oreo? So quiet here. I don't have any music going because the only music device I have is either my computer downstairs or my phone up here, and I'm using my phone right now. Down, down, down.
Where are we going?
When?
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm recording, so please make sure you're dressed.
Yeah, but where are we going?
When are we going? We are going as soon as we are ready. How does that sound? So first we're going to go visit Grandma, and then we might stop at one store. That's going to be fun if that happens again. Hi, I know I saw someone else join, but I didn't get to see who it was because the window doesn't stay very long. And then we're going to go to a fun place where we get to be outside. Hopefully we'll see some wildlife. We won't be picking anything. We'll just hopefully run around in trails and take pictures. Hi! This is interesting because I want to see who's home during the day. But I know everyone's day off isn't the same or whatever is happening. Hi! Do you say your name Lise? And is it short for something like Annalise? Yes, no. Yes, that's right, your business. Hi, Martha. All I ever see is your eye in that picture, so then I have to go and make sure that I've actually come to your channel before, and then I remember and I remind myself. I've seen these people before, but I think I've mentioned that I try to have somebody's video on all the time so that I'm listening and getting to know somebody all the time. Some people have just really calming voices, really soothing voices. So it makes me feel like I'm not, like there's another adult around, you know? Like I'm not driving in the car by myself, or especially when I get anxiety, it's really nice to be able to hear someone else's voice. And sometimes I'll even have them on while I'm sleeping, or when I'm trying to fall asleep, I'll have someone's videos on. I know, it would be really nice, wouldn't it, to have a voice that people say, your voice is so comforting or soothing. There are people, I guess, I don't know if it's groups or actual people that, like you can type in relaxation and meditation, and there are people who are doing those types of videos for people who have anxiety or have a hard time falling asleep. And then it will say on there, it will say that it's like a British accent or something like that. So Like it's a guided meditation and they speak very softly, but it's like if you really like a British accent, then you can relax and try to fall asleep and practice breathing to a British accent. So that's kind of funny. But cool too, because I think it does help certain people. I always think something's a good idea to try, like for relaxation, but then sometimes before I do it, I get nervous. So then I chicken out. But I'm working on it. So does anyone have a day off today, or is anyone coming to the end of spring break with their kids or grandkids? I hear my boy singing in the other room. I love it when he sings because that means he's happy and not feeling burdened by anything. County fair in the spring. We always had our county fair in August. Yes, British accents too. Australian. Did you guys ever watch a show a few years ago that was called Outback Jack? It was like an Australian bachelor. I looked him up and he's still married to the girl he chose. Are you going to stop at any Dollar Trees on the way? I think, like, when I'm watching people's hauls, I feel like, especially some people who get so excited to find things, I think it'd be really fun to be with them, to hear, like, when you finally find something that's on your wish list, or just something that's super cool that you wouldn't expect that would be there. There must be a little bit of screaming, like a little cry out. Oh, look at this! I think a couple times I've done that. Not a lot. But I really want to see that one manager who tells, like, who listens to you when you tell him what's kind of popular. I haven't seen him in a while. Because then I'd like to tell him that the Thomas Kincaid books are hitting shelves. Do any of you have a cat or a dog who sleeps on your bed every night? There are certain items that I tried to see if I could find them online. Like the coloring books, the rubber stamps on DollarTree.com. Are those dogs bonded to your sons, like one for each boy? Is it like a companion pet? Where they actually feel bonded? Or they would choose that person in their house above everyone else. Hi, Jessie. I think gray looks good on you. The kitty that sleeps with me every night, he's not my cat. He belongs to my son, but he sleeps with me a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. My niece, I like dogs that have their own beds. They're really, just to see them over there curled up like a big cinnamon roll or something. It's really cute to just look over and see a dog curled up and sleeping in its bed all cozy. Especially after they've been outside when it's cold. My niece's dogs, they get tucked in with a blanket every single night. I read somewhere, a lot of us have heard this, that dogs are like children and cats are like teenagers. So the cats only come around you when they want something. Otherwise, they could live without you the whole day and sleeping a lot. Is anyone else like me who didn't start taking care of their skin until they were 40? Some of you probably aren't 40. Oh, that's cute. Your dog curls up and makes a little nest in his blankets and stuff. A pumpkin's back there. Can you see him? Good. I'm glad you started taking care of your skin earlier. I didn't. I bought products, but then I didn't use them because I didn't know when I would have money to replace them because it was just kind of an unsure time. And then, well, there's either the brush or there's this thing or your fingers or the little disposable sponges. I like these better. Good. Yes. Always taking care of your skin. So I'm getting that wrinkle that's going across here. If you can see that, and then I'm starting to get the two lines right here. I guess I've probably had those close to a year now. And then I'm getting the wrinkles under my eyes. So I had products. I joined Mary Kay, or whatever you want to call it, that you became a consultant, but I didn't have any parties. I didn't do any facials. I never made business cards. I never did any Facebook parties. So I'm just using up my product right now and then gifting some of it. But I had the products and I just didn't even use them. It's so silly because I may as well have been using them. Now I'm sitting on my foot and my foot's asleep. Ah. Ooh, I don't like that. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I had the eye firming cream and I had sunscreen and I had all these cool things that I could try, but I didn't know when I would have the funds to replace them. So my mentality was, why start if you can't, which is so silly. Why start if you can't keep it up? Because at least I could have been doing good for my skin during that time. And then if you think like an optimist, you think, of course I'm going to be able to buy this again. Like there was a long time when I couldn't even afford Kleenex. So we just used toilet paper and we bought the cheapest, thinnest toilet paper there was. And then finally I thought to myself, my family deserves to have Kleenex. Yes, Mary Kay is, it is more expensive, but when you join as a consultant, as long as you buy enough, you get everything at 50% off, but you do have to pay the retail sales tax. So I did it when I had a tax refund to use. And I guess the product is good for a certain amount of time. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. I'm more interested though in I'm probably more interested in products that are even more expensive than Mary Kay, and the reason why is because they're natural. But I also am very interested to find out if there's anything I can do to get some training to learn how to make cosmetics myself. Not to sell them, but just to use them. Because I know you can use coconut oil and you can use beeswax and other stuff like that. And I would really love to learn how to make soap, you guys. Please let me know if you've made soap. I think, especially the kind with like the dried flowers in them and stuff like that, those are so pretty. What a nice gift too at Christmas time when everybody else is bringing around candy and sugar. What a nice gift to bring a cute little cellophane wrapped bag of soap, like tied with baker's twine or something. My face gets really pink and red whenever I do anything to it. One boy is in the bath and the other boy is at his cousin's house. They had a sleepover. Oh, and I found something out. So that's cool. I want to make some sugar scrubs. I bought some coconut oil for it, but if that's not a good thing to use, let me know because I don't know anything about it. I haven't been looking in the mirror, I've just been looking in my phone. See you, Lise. Thank you for coming. Have fun. Why am I doing that color? I need to do this one. But do any of you have autistic children or children with oppositional defiance disorder? Yes. So we don't have to go to college or community classes to learn how to do these things. A seagull just flew right past my window. That's funny. It was flying really slowly. But do you have any kids with needs or disorders? And the reason I ask is because I had a stash of, okay, so you know, I had a stash of root beer. I try not to buy a lot of, there's another seagull. That's weird. We've had them in the park. Yes, Asperger's. I think that's what my son has. He gets really great grades when he tries, but he's been becoming more lazy lately. I don't want to say that about anybody, but he loves lying around. He loves staying in his bed even long after his alarm went off. Anyway, and he can make friends and he can carry on conversations and he's delightful and fun. But his appointment is next month to get an evaluation. They're expensive evaluations too. It's $1,000. And he was on the waiting list for 3 months. So, but I had this stash of soda in my closet because I know if I leave it out, he's going to eat it. I mean, he's going to drink it. So I hid it in my closet. And last night as I was trying to sleep, I noticed that underneath the crack of my closet door, my light was on. So I thought, that's weird. Who's been in the closet? Sometimes I'll give the kids permission to go in and look for batteries or a book or something, or ask them to go get something. We're in Utah. And it's up at the University of Utah, the autism clinic. Since the flood. So you add the essential oil. What is it? Hand lotion or face lotion or body lotion? So I can get distracted really easily, so I want to make sure that I finish this story. But so as I opened the door of my closet, I had the suspicion, I think I'm going to notice that instead of 10 sodas, we're probably going to be down to 5-ish. And I was right. There are only 5 sodas left. I covered them with things, but I think he went in there and snooped around, and I think he's been drinking them. And I buy natural soda, like I buy more natural, if you can even say soda is natural. I buy root beer when it's on sale so that we can have root beer floats. RBFs, my brother likes to call them. I don't know if that's a universal thing or if everybody calls them RBFs. So I hid them again. But do any of you have to hide snacks or treats or certain foods from your family to keep them around longer? To keep your family around longer so they won't overdose on sugar. And then to keep those snacks and treats around longer so everyone can enjoy them? I think I just got a little black up here. Because I have to do that. There was a time when he would not stop taking the ice cream. So we had 1 or 2, I think we just had 1 brand new container of it, and he wouldn't stop eating the other one. And so I went to the neighbor and I said, could you guys use some ice cream? And they looked surprised and confused, and they're like, sure, we love ice cream. So I gave it to them. And then when my son wanted ice cream, there wasn't any more. So that wasn't cool because I had used my grocery budget. My parents, they had a little health food store when I was little, when I was younger. Their home burned to the ground last year, but no one had been living in it for a really long time. But the store was connected. There was nothing, there was no inventory in the store. It was a huge house, too. We didn't get any junk food when we were little, but we had natural food in our store. And it's weird, but at night, when my cousin came to visit for the summer, I don't know if it was her idea or my older sister's idea to sneak out of bed and go get raw soy hot dogs out of the fridge and then eat them plain. I remember doing that. And we never told our parents, and I don't know if they ever found out, but if they did find out, they never said anything to us. And I do remember, I think it was that same summer, my grandpa had frozen yogurt, a really, like was it 16 gallon? Does that sound about right? Have you seen, like when you go into Cold Stone Creamery or Baskin Robbins or other places like that, they have the really big gallons of ice cream, not gallons, but like 16 gallons of ice cream. My grandpa had one of those, and we would just take our fingers and just dig into it. How gross. And we called it the Sneakers Club. My sister and my cousin and me. And I was a follower. It was not my idea to do those things, but I was sure happy to do them when other people suggested that we go do them. We also, some of the mean things we did, we filled our uncle's shoes with sand one time. I know we only did that once. And our parents found out and made us apologize, so we felt bad. And one of the really mean things we did was we threw sand in our cousin's brother, so our other cousin, we threw sand in the boy cousin's eyes, like at his face, and at my sister. And we weren't trying to throw it in their eyes, but we were just kind of throwing dirt at them, and it got in their eyes. And they went crying to the house, and we all got in really big trouble. Just the three of us, girls that were in the Sneakers Club. So I feel bad about that stuff. That cousin that we threw sand at, he's really nice. He did this funny thing on YouTube. He was reading 50 Shades of Grey on his channel. I don't know why. But just to hear a guy reading that stuff, and I never read it. I listened to a little bit of it, but there were so many swear words, I turned it off. But it was funny to hear him talking about romance and even worse stuff. Not worse, I shouldn't say worse, but you know what it is. I have a boy that can hear me, so I'm just being careful what I say. I'm using a little dry shampoo because my hair gets greasy on the edges. And then, because I'm going to be outside, is it windy? It is breezy. And I'm going to be going through like woodsy trails. I'm not going to worry about doing my hair today. Just let this happen. That's what I like about having waves, is you don't even have to brush your hair unless you feel like it. Although I think in the back it probably does look pretty bad when I don't brush my hair. Are you almost done? Are you almost done? Bud? Probably can't hear me. Just for fun. There are some certain things. So I filmed a video of decluttering makeup yesterday, and it was garbage. It was not anything I would want to post, but I was able to get rid of about 10 things yesterday, so that was good. I love getting rid of stuff. What is that? So who else is going to the Dollar Tree this weekend? Is anybody? Or do you have family and holiday stuff? And if you go, what are the things that you'll be looking for? For me, I'm just looking for the adult coloring books and the stamps. That's all I really care about right now, to try to find. Yeah, I was going once or twice a day, every Wednesday, and every Friday that I would drop my kids off at their dad's, I was going to 2 or 3 different Dollar Trees. Every Wednesday and every Friday that I would drop them off. Are you almost done? Don't come in. I'm just filming. But it's live. So don't. You want to talk to me?
Can't see me.
Better be careful, because if this slips or anything.
I'll slip it.
So we are
Unless I
gonna.
slip it.
Careful there. There's a
get these.
decoration down there.
Ninjas.
Can you please brush your teeth? And we're gonna gather some food to eat because we're probably gonna be gone a few hours. And we're gonna meet up with everybody. So that's gonna be really fun. So we haven't been to the place that I'm taking you in a very long time.
Snake
And the last time we went there, someone got stuck in the mud in their car. And we had to push them out, and a whole bunch of people came and pushed them out. It was probably so long ago you probably don't remember.
Me?
No.
Ah.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay, so please get dressed and all that good stuff.
Skills! I like ninjas.
Yeah? Did you just throw it at my wall? Oh, cool. I've never gotten to see it. Okay, I'm going to show you what it's doing. See those ninjas up there? Climbing down the wall. And Pumpkin suddenly decided that he needs
Tilt
to
the
go.
camera again.
No, you're in it.
What's up?
No, I mean, you will be in it if I do anything. I'm not going to... Oh, Pumpkin's whimpering because he wants them. Okay, I can see your arm, but I'm not letting anyone see anything else.
That's nice.
Okay, can you please go get dressed?
See ya.
Thank you. Please don't come back in unless you're dressed. That's very important. Very. I had to hit the button that said I don't need to make this age inappropriate, so please don't make me, have to go back in and change something. So thank you guys for coming by, you girls. There's Pumpkin. He still wants to see what's going to fall off the wall, and nothing is, but he might jump up and pull those stickers down because he's done it before. I need to make sure that this one isn't too dark. Sometimes I do one side too dark. I don't have very much eyebrow or eyelash ever since my thyroid decided to quit working. I don't get eyelashes or eyebrows of my own very much. Plus I want to make my eyebrows look real. I don't know if they do. I never know how they come across. Do you ever feel like you at home look totally different than you do when you look in a mirror at someone else's house or at the store? Pumpkin, he took them all. He took all the cute toys, all the fun things. So yesterday I used these curlers from the Dollar Tree just in this area because this part of my hair is usually straight. So I did like 2 on this side and 1 here and then 1 in the back. Just the top layer is straight. And then I took the curlers out and Pumpkin bit them all up. He had a very fun time playing with these curlers.